Hi ninjas, and welcome to another visual guide of Sekiro. Instead of leveling up your vitality and posture through experience points or levels, in Sekiro you acquire items called prayer beads. And when you find 4 prayer beads, you can offer them in a sculptor's idol to form a prayer necklace that will increase your vitality and posture. Sometimes the prayer beads are found in the world, and sometimes they are gained by defeating a mini-boss. So here's the full list of all the prayer beads locations and how to find them. Note that if an area or a boss becomes inaccessible due to story progression, the prayer bead goes to the offering box in the clearing at the dilapidated temple that you will need to buy instead of getting it for free. The first one is found when you encountered the first mini-boss, General Naomori Kawarada, in the Ashina Outskirts after you pass the second gatehouse in an opening. Defeat him and you will be awarded with your first prayer bead. The second one you find as you come to the staircase in the Ashina Outskirts and encounter the Chained Ogre. Defeat him and you will be awarded with the second prayer bead. The third one comes across right after the Chained Ogre. You pass the gatehouse to an opening where the second General Tenzen Yamauchi is waiting for you. Defeat him and you will be awarded with the third prayer bead. The fourth one will become accessible once you defeated Gyoubu, and instead of passing through the gate, you instead head to the keep behind you where the Tengu is. Now climb up to the top floor and open up the treasure chest that contains the fourth prayer bead. The fifth one you find after you head towards the Ashina Castle, and at the gate you encounter and defeat the Blazing Bull. After he is dead, you are rewarded with the fifth prayer bead. For the sixth one, we now head to the Hirata estate, and as you clear the bandits from the outer areas and proceed to the first opening, you encounter Shinobi Hunter Enshin. Defeat him and you will be awarded with the sixth prayer bead. The seventh one is found when you proceed to the end of the Hirata estate area and come to the main courtyard with the leader of the bandits, Juzou the Drunkard, present. Defeat him and you will be awarded with the seventh prayer bead. The eighth one is found as soon as you defeat Juzou and enter the main building. On the left hallway you see 2 bandits patrolling. Kill them both and make the turn to the left and hug the center of the wall at the end of the hallway. You will access a hidden room with a treasure chest that contains the 8th prayer bead. The 9th one comes across as you enter the Ashina Castle region, and immediately in front of you are long stairs. On top of those stairs are 4 riflemen and General Kuranosuke Matsumoto. Kill the rifleman and the general to be awarded with the 9th prayer bead. The 10th prayer bead is found when from the Ashina Castle idol you head left to a small opening, and on your right is a door. Open it, head inside the building, and in the building drop down to your left. Now open the door next to you and enter the Ashina Reservoir. In here you find an area swarming with enemies, but in front of the moonlit tower where Kuro was being held now stands one of the 7 Ashina Spears. Defeating him will award you with the 10th prayer bead. The 11th one can be found in the Ashina Reservoir at the same well where you first started the game. There is a Lone Shadow ninja there. Dispose of him and you will be awarded with the 11th prayer bead. The 12th one can be found inside the Ashina Castle. As you pass the antechamber and come to the area with the walkways, go to the strategy room on the right and move past the 2 elite samurai who are at the back of the room. Hug the wall behind the armor set and the sword stand, and you will gain access to a secret room with a treasure chest containing the 12th prayer bead. The 13th one is found when you move up from the walkways to the floor above to the dojo where the Ashina elite Jinsuke Saze awaits you. Defeat him and you are awarded with the 13th prayer bead. The 14th one is located at the entrance of the abandoned dungeon where there is a memorial mob merchant. He sells the prayer bead at a price of 1,400 sen. Now after defeating Genichiro, the game requires you to explore and complete 3 separate areas that can be completed in any order you want. In this video we will go through the Sunken Valley region, then the Ashina Depths, and finally the Senpo Temple. The 15th one is found when you descend down the slopes from the White Serpent Shrine where you met the Tengu the second time. For the sake of clarity, go first grab the Undershrine Valley idol, then turn around and grapple onto the cliff behind you. There should be 2 Sunken Valley gunmen there. Dispose of them and then jump and grab onto the ledge at the opposite side and climb up. Now shimmy across the wall to the other side until you come to an opening with constructed grave mounds. In front of the closest of the grave mounds in the back is the 15th prayer bead. The 16th one can be found as you progress through the Sunken Valley, and just as you are about to enter the gun fort, in the cliff in front waits the boss, Snake Eyes Shirafuji. Defeat her and you are awarded with the 16th prayer bead. The 17th one can be acquired when you go through the gun fort and from the idol into the cave where you encounter the Long-arm Centipede Giraffe. Defeat him and you are rewarded with the 17th prayer bead. The 18th one can be found when after defeating Giraffe, you drop down into the small hole on the floor in the left side of the room. In the hole, crouch forward and then at the first crossing, turn left. You now come to a bottomless hole. Turn right and look up to see a grappling point. After climbing up, turn right and head down to the cavern with lizards and smaller centipede enemies. Kill them, and in the middle of them is the 18th prayer bead, the 19th one you come across when you enter the poison pool area in the Ashina Depths region, either from the bottomless hole side or from the Great Serpent's lair. You encounter Snake Eyes Shirahagi, kill her, and you are rewarded with the 19th prayer bead. The 20th one can be found when after you kill Shirahagi, go a bit further into the cave, but don't drop down yet. Instead, look up, and bit to your left you see a grappling point. Grapple up and crouch under the narrow hole, but in the middle of the passage, stand up and jump to your left. From there, walk until you reach a dead end, and from there, wall jump to get further up. Now walk forward a bit until you see a giant Buddha statue in front of you. Grapple onto the statue, and there you will find the 20th prayer bead. The 21st and 22nd ones you can only get if you have cleared the Guardian Ape fight at the end of the Sunken Valley region, otherwise the next lair will be empty. But if you did kill the Guardian Ape, then he will be here for the second time. After the Duo Ape fight, you will be rewarded with 2 prayer beads. The 23rd one will come across when you venture into the Forest of Illusions, and when you are in front of the temple, go to the left cliffside and grapple up to the branch that's further away from the temple, not the closer one. From the further one, head forward until you see another drunkard mini-boss with 4 monkeys around him. Kill the drunkard and you are rewarded with the 23rd prayer bead. The 24th one comes across when you have gone past the Mibu Village and then the water wheel, and you come to an open area with the mini-boss Orin of the Water. Kill her and you are rewarded with the 24th prayer bead. The 25th one comes across when after killing Orin, you move across the bridge and see the temple. Crouch under the porch and then move under the whole building from the temple's right side, and then move to the left until you come across a hidden door above you that takes you inside the temple. Now exit from the open door on the right, and once you're outside, turn around and grapple to the second floor. In the second floor there is a shrine where you find the 25th prayer bead. The 26th one is found when after you defeat the corrupted monk, you gain the ability to dive and breathe underwater. Now head back to the Mibu Village and go into the lake from the starting side and dive. At the bottom of the lake at the side of the entrance is a treasure chest. Open it up and you acquire the 26th prayer bead. The 27th one comes across when at the Senpo temple you move from the Shugendo idol to the bridge and face off with the armored warrior. After you drop him down, you are awarded with the 27th prayer bead. The 28th one can be found when after you beat the armored warrior, you head straight forward from the idol onto the roof in front of you, and from there to the pool of water with the 2 carps swimming in there. Dive to the bottom and then head a bit forward, where next to the statue you will find the 28th prayer bead. The 29th one is found when you go to the building in the right that is slightly lower than the others. Inside there are a few smaller centipedes and their leader Long-arm Centipede Sen-Un. Kill him and you are rewarded with the 29th prayer bead. The 30th one is found when you return back to the Ashina Castle, and as you get to the walkways after the antechamber, you hear another Chained Ogre roaring at the bottom floor. Kill him and you are rewarded with the 30th prayer bead. The 31st one comes across when you are going to the top of the castle the same way you went to Genshiro the first time in the castle, but instead of Jinsuke in the dojo, there is Lone Shadow Vilehand in his place. Dispose of him and you are rewarded with the 31st prayer bead. The 32nd one can be found if you complete the sub-quest with Emma after defeating Great Shinobi Owl and receive the Father's Bell Charm. The guide on how to get this can be found in the description of this video. Here in the second Hirata estate, proceed to the burning yard where Owl was sitting before, and in his place now stands the Lone Shadow Masanaga, the spear bearer. Defeat him and you will be rewarded with the 32nd prayer bead. The 33rd one is found when you go and fight Juzou the Drunkard in the second Hirata estate. Kill him and you are rewarded with the 33rd prayer bead. The 34th one is found when you head to the Great White Serpent Shrine again, where you met the Tengu having killed a Lone Shadow. Now in the Tengu's place is his comrade Lone Shadow Masanaga, the spear bearer. Kill him and you are rewarded with the 34th prayer bead. The 35th one comes across when at the Fountainhead Palace you go to the first temple area and get to the flower viewing stage idol. You can turn around and either circle around behind the area from the ground level, or you can take the safer route by grappling onto the roof at your slightly upper right. Behind this area is the Sakura Bull mini-boss. Killing him awards you with the 35th prayer bead. The 36th one comes across when you've gotten to the Great Sakura Tree and jump on the branch you face against the Okami Leader Shizu, who threw lightning at you when you were in the water. Kill her and you will be rewarded with the 36th prayer bead. The 37th one you can find when after killing the Okami Leader, dive into the water and in the middle swim to the bottom of the deepest part of the lake. There is an underwater headless there with a second phantom headless, but you can swim past and towards a gigantic carp skeleton. In front of it is a treasure chest that contains the 37th prayer bead. The 38th one you can find after you defeated the Divine Dragon and return to Ashina Castle to find it invaded. Head to Isshin's quarters and from there go downstairs. You will find the red-eyed Ashina elite Ujinari Mizuwa there kneeling before Isshin's armor. Kill him and you will be rewarded with the 38th prayer bead. The 39th one you can find when you head back to the Ashina Outskirts that you can access from the right side of the castle. There is a shinobi kite hanging from the rooftops, so grapple onto it and proceed to move over the newly built bridge. Now that you come to the area where you fought the General Tenzen Yamauchi at the start of the game after Chained Ogre, you find another drunkard boss, Shigekichi of the Red Guard. Dispose of him and you are rewarded with the 39th prayer bead. And finally the 40th one comes across when you begin to move to the final area. You go to the Ashina Reservoir at the castle's left side. As you come through the gate to the idol, you see the yard burning and in the middle is standing a general samurai as a normal enemy and behind him a second Seven Ashina Spears, Shume Masaji Oniwa. Killing him awards you with the 40th and final prayer bead. And with that we will wrap up with the video. With this you can access the full health bar and can face off against adversaries with greater confidence. I hope this video was of help, leave a like if it was, subscribe for more, and if you have any complimentary questions on how to get to the locations or any other comments, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, stay vigilant, and I'll see you next time!
Fight, fight, fight if you wanna live long! Fight, 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 you gotta stay strong!